Okay, we're going to start on page 177, Act 5, Scene 5. We talked yesterday about the fact that this whole act has a lot of really short scenes, and it goes back and forth. What are the two locations where we're moving back and forth between? Macbeth's castle,
the woods,
and the woods. And so where we stopped yesterday was at what setting? The woods. And what was happening?
They were gonna hide.
Break the branches.
Malcolm told them all to cut down a branch and
Hold it in front of them.
Hold it in front of them.
They don't know how many people.
to disguise the number of soldiers marching towards Dunsinane. So now we're jumping back to the castle, and we have, it says Macbeth, Seaton, and soldiers with a drum and colors, because the king is there, and so they would have, like, you know, the okay, I'll be Macbeth, and Grady will be Seaton, and Shelby will be Macduff. I know we need a Macduff. And Kellen will be the messenger, and Alicia will be Malcolm. Megan, no. Megan, you be young C word, okay?
Okay.
Noah, do you have a part yet?
Young Squidward.
No.
Okay, then you will be C word.
Yes, I'm Squidward. Hey, young Squidward.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm your son.
And then Megan. Wait, who are you? Macduff?
She's a widow Squidward.
We don't
Kelly,
squid
you
like
can
off
be
of
raw.
the squid.
Yeah, that should be a nickname.
Okay, so Act 5, Scene 5. Enter Macbeth, Seaton,
Alright.
and then the messenger will come in a minute.
Off the drum.
Remember, Seaton is the captain of Macbeth's army. Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. Okay, so Macbeth realizes that what has happened since he last took survey of his own army. What does it mean when it says, were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful.
They've lost people in the
Right, Macbeth, members of Macbeth's
Went over
troop
to-
have joined Malcolm's. And then there's a cry from within the castle. What is that noise?
It is the cry of woman, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fellow hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. I have supped full with horrors, direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot once start me. And then Seaton runs back in to tell him what the sound was. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
Who's dead?
like that.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, I probably get over.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this pretty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Okay, what metaphor does he use here to express his grief?
Like lives that are walking.
Mm-hmm. And then the next line.
A poor player that stresses and frets his hour on the stage.
So life is like a.
Box that
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Walking shadow.
What else?
Poor player.
What does that mean? A poor player.
Cheater.
or kind of a loser.
Is it about
An actor
Oh.
that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. So life, we are just acting out the moments of our life. And one day will be our last curtain call and our life will be over. And that is wraps up his whole feelings of remorse for his wife's death. Now remember, just a few days ago when the play began, what was their relationship like? Great. Inseparable. Equals. And now she feels, or he feels, almost nothing at hearing that she is dead.
It's terrible.
Okay, a messenger runs in. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story, quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Vernon, and anon
Methought.
the wood began to move.
And Macbeth would react how to this news?
horrible?
Horrified. Because what did the apparition say?
That would happen.
That
What would
if
happen?
the forest moves to the castle, what will happen?
To be vanquished. Yeah.
He will lose his crown. Liar and slave.
Let me do your wrath, if not better. Do not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say a moving road.
A grove
Right.
is
Like a bush.
no, like a bunch of trees. So if you look at the top of the battlement, you're going to see trees moving toward the castle.
That's a scary thought.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou doest for me as much. So then he goes and looks out the window. I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes to Dunsinane. Arm, and out. If this which he avouches does appear, there is nor flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell, blow, wind, come rack, at least we'll die with harness on our back.
Yes.
Okay, so, did the witches lie?
No.
No. They just talk out of, like, both sides of their mouth. So when they say, you'll be safe until Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane, Macbeth believes that to be absolute. That there is no way
The woods can move.
the woods could move. And are the woods moving?
Yeah.
Like, is the forest moving?
No.
No, but parts of it are. And apparently, that's good enough.